So this is my red Sea Reefer. 6 months since I did this upgrade. Been quite a journey, but it's doing pretty well. So I've started my little zoa garden up there. Been doing, get out of the way fish. Been getting into a bit of fragging. I've got the zoas happening up there. I do a lot of trading corals. That's a nephew that I fragged at the back there. My yellow tang I've had for about a year and a half. And the 2 clownfish, where are they? For instance, they were babies. This is probably the dominant, she's the dominant female for sure. She was really orange and white when I got her. And as she's gotten older, she's got so much darker. Stunning clownfish. I've got 7 chromas, and so far none have been fighting each other. They seem to all get on pretty well. I've got a fox face. That Bangai cardinal, I've had him for about 3 years now. So my very first tank was a Aqua 120, and I had the Bangai and the 2 clowns as the black and white clown there too. So they tend to ignore each other, so they have their own little corals they go to sleep in. That's this orange sturgeon fish that I just love. My cleaner wrasse, I've had him for about 6 months now, super healthy. And I've got 3 juvenile fairy wrasses in here. I've also got the Midas Blenny, who is just stunning. And how can we forget Dory? I never wanted to get a blue tang because of the fear of them being ink magnets. But I got this beautiful baby from a very well established tank. She's been tank pretty much raised from as a youngster. So she's super hardy. I have had a couple of small bouts of it come out every now and again, but I just keep the tank really, really well fed. I feed super heavily, very heavily, just to make sure there's no aggression. There's the other fairy wrasse there. Stunning fish. Absolutely stunning. And I do actually have a Midas Blenny in here too, who's really cool. Out the way, Dory. Just make him out there sitting on the rock, look. So I'm mainly sort of keeping quite easy to care for corals. So I've got gonies everywhere. That's my hammer garden. I'm going to add a frog spawn to that collection, and then here's my torches. That golden torch at the bottom there is like, just keeps getting knocked over by probably the snails. But it's hanging on in there. The other torches are doing really well. I've got, this is a mushroom rock that is quite pretty. And then I've got more gonies this side. Not a lot of flow in this tank because there's this beautiful elegance coral. Super big. I need to rehome him. He's getting squashed there. But I do love the gonies. Had these gonies for quite a while now, and they're just getting bigger and bigger. Gorgeous Duncan in the back there. Massive blasto. That mushroom is like growing and growing. Another Duncan and a couple of blastos. There's a clam just there that I won in a raffle. I've just got an acan there. I used to have 2 acan gardens, and mysteriously they both basically got wiped out, I'm thinking by some sort of bacterial infection. So this ACAN is a tester to see if my tank will now be ready for ACANs, who knows. And I've got a recordia just there. Wanted one of those for ages, but they're so expensive. Picked that baby up for just about 30 Aussie dollars, which isn't bad. Beautiful corals recordias. So, another Duncan there. So yeah. I dose manually. I don't like relying on technology. And I tend to do 5 to 10% water change a week. My nitrates are pretty much 2.5 or below. Phosphates have been super high, but they're coming down now thanks to installing a Cheeto reactor, which I will do a different video on. But anyway, this is 6 months in, and I'm pretty happy with how it's going. And I'll do a separate video on what's in my sump as well.